This is for any woman over 50 who has dealt with the uncomfortable itch of hemorrhoids. But that private issue is just one of 13 problems, from dark spots to fine lines, that we're solving today with a simple mixture. A mixture that often succeeds where expensive creams fail. And the reason? Simply because they were marketed smartly. The special instructions for soothing those hemorrhoids are waiting for you at number 7. Let's begin. Problem number 13. Cracked and painful heels. This was Carol's biggest frustration. At 63, the deep, painful cracks in her heels made every single step an ordeal. Walking on her favorite tile floor felt like walking on tiny stones. She had tried expensive creams and lotions, but nothing seemed to provide more than a few hours of relief. The dryness and cracking always came back. This is incredibly common as we get older. The pads on our feet get thinner, and our bodies produce less natural oil, leading to dry, hard calluses that can eventually split open. Here is the simple, old-fashioned method that finally gave Carol lasting relief. Before going to bed, she would soak her feet in a basin of warm water for 15 to 20 minutes. This is a crucial first step as it softens the tough exterior. After patting her feet dry, she would take about a teaspoon of Vaseline and add just 3 to 4 drops of fresh lemon juice, mixing it in the palm of her hand. She would then massage this mixture deeply into her heels and any other rough patches on her feet, really working it into the cracks. Finally, she would pull on a pair of simple cotton socks and go to sleep, letting the mixture work its magic overnight. The science behind this is wonderfully simple. The Vaseline is what's known as an occlusive, which means it forms a protective barrier that seals in moisture and prevents water from escaping. After a warm soak, your feet are full of moisture, and the Vaseline locks it all in. The small amount of lemon juice contains natural acids that gently, over time, help to exfoliate and soften the dead, hard tissue, making it easier to remove. You will genuinely feel a difference after the very first night. The area will feel noticeably softer. For very deep and painful cracks, you'll need to be consistent and do this every single night for at least 1 week. The most common mistake people make is getting the ratio wrong. They use far too much lemon juice, thinking more is better. This can actually have the opposite effect and be irritating. Remember, just a few drops are all you need for the Vaseline to do its job. Remember, this doesn't replace a doctor's care, especially if your problem is severe. Problem number 12. Dark spots on hands and face. These spots, often called age spots or liver spots, can be a frustrating sign of aging for many women. They tend to appear on the areas we expose most to the sun over the years, like the back of our hands, our forearms, and our face. They are simply collections of pigment that have clumped together. While they are harmless, they can make us feel self-conscious. A friend of mine, Mary, who is 68, was so bothered by the spots on her hands that she started wearing gloves even when it wasn't cold. For this, you can use the same simple mixture in a targeted way. In the evening, after washing your hands or face, mix a very small amount of Vaseline and a drop or two of lemon juice. Apply this directly onto the individual dark spots. You don't need to rub it all over. Let it sit on the spots for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then gently wipe it away with a soft, damp cloth. The idea here is that the natural components in the lemon can, over a period of weeks, help to gradually lighten these pigmented areas. The Vaseline serves 2 purposes. It acts as a base to hold the lemon juice on the spot, and more importantly, it protects the surrounding area from any potential irritation. Now, a very important warning must be given here. You should only ever do this treatment in the evening. Applying anything with lemon juice to your complexion and then going out into the sun the next day without strong sunscreen can make the spots even darker. It's a critical rule to follow. Mary was consistent, applying it each night before bed. After about a month, she called me, overjoyed that the spots on her hands were noticeably lighter. She had finally regained her confidence. Problem number 11. Dry, itchy legs and arms. As we move past 50 and 60, many of us find that our arms and legs become chronically dry and itchy, especially during the winter months. The texture can become flaky, and no amount of lotion seems to fix it for long. This is because the oil glands are not as active as they used to be, and the moisture barrier weakens. This is where the lemon and Vaseline mixture can be used as a powerful, deep moisturizing body treatment. The trick is all in the timing. The best time to apply it is right after a warm shower or bath. But here is the key step most people miss. Don't completely dry off with your towel. Gently pat yourself until you are just slightly damp. While you're still damp, apply a thin layer of the mixture all over your arms and legs. Applying it this way helps to trap the water on your body, pulling that hydration deep into the dry areas. The Vaseline then creates that famous barrier, sealing in the moisture for hours on end. You'll find that this works far better than applying lotion to completely dry areas. Avoid using too much lemon in this body mixture, about 1 part lemon juice to 10 parts. Vaseline is plenty. Problem number 10. Softening. Tough elbows and knees. The elbows and knees are problem areas for almost everyone. The tissue there is naturally thicker to handle all the bending and leaning we do, and it has fewer oil glands. This is a recipe for rough, dark, and sometimes scaly patches that can feel unpleasant and look discolored. This is a perfect job for our simple kitchen remedy. The exfoliating properties of the lemon are especially helpful here. Before bed, take a good amount of the mixture and massage it deeply into your elbows and knees. Use a firm, circular motion for at least a minute on each joint. This helps the mixture penetrate the thicker layers. You don't need to wear any special coverings unless you want to, as it will absorb over time. Do this 3 to 4 times a week, and you will be amazed at the change in texture. The roughness will begin to smooth out, and the gentle lightening effect of the lemon can help the discoloration fade over time, making the tone appear more even with the rest of your arms and legs. Problem number 9. Reducing the appearance of fine lines. This is the one that truly surprises so many women. We are often led to believe that we need expensive, high-tech eye creams to see any difference in fine lines. While nothing can completely erase deep-set wrinkles, this humble mixture can absolutely soften the appearance of fine lines, especially the delicate ones that form around the eyes and mouth. The secret is hydration and protection. At night, after you have completely cleansed your face, take the tiniest possible amount of the mixture on your ring finger. We're talking about an amount smaller than a grain of rice. Gently warm it between your 2 ringers and then pat, don't rub, it into the areas with fine lines. Be extremely careful to avoid getting it directly into your eyes. The deep moisturizing power of the Vaseline helps to plump up the top layers, which can make those fine lines appear less noticeable. It also forms a protective barrier that prevents moisture loss while you sleep, which is a key factor in preventing new lines from forming. A woman I know named Brenda, who is 71, started doing this every night. After about 3 weeks, her own daughter asked her what new eye cream she was using because her whole eye area looked smoother and more rested. Problem number 8. Soothing dry, chapped lips. Our lips don't have any oil glands, which is why they are the first thing to get dry and chapped in cold or windy weather. As we get older, this problem can get worse. Sometimes, a regular chapstick just doesn't seem to be enough to heal them when they are cracked and sore. This is where the mixture can act as an intensive overnight lip mask. Before you go to sleep, apply a very small amount to your lips. The Vaseline will provide a rich protective barrier that allows the delicate tissue on your lips to heal overnight without drying out. The tiny amount of lemon can help to gently exfoliate any flaky, dry bits, so when you wake up and gently wipe your lips, they feel incredibly soft and smooth. You'll find that your lipstick applies much more evenly on your newly softened lips. Problem number 7. Soothing discomfort from hemorrhoids. This next problem is something many people experience but very few talk about. We're talking about the itching and discomfort from hemorrhoids. They can be very irritating, especially when the surrounding area becomes dry and inflamed. For soothing the uncomfortable, dry, and itchy tissue around the affected area, plain Vaseline can offer some comfort. It is extremely important that you do not use lemon for this. The acid would cause severe stinging and make the problem much worse. After gently cleaning the area with water and patting it completely dry, apply a small amount of plain Vaseline to the external area. The Vaseline creates a protective barrier. This helps to reduce friction from clothing and can lock in moisture, which soothes the dry, irritated feeling and makes you feel more comfortable. For this to work, you need 100% pure petroleum jelly. Some brands have added fragrances or other ingredients that could cause irritation. If you're not sure, I've added a link to a trusted pure product from Amazon in the description box below. Now, this is not a cure for hemorrhoids. It is only for providing temporary comfort from external itching. You must talk to your doctor about any real treatments for this condition. Do not apply this to any broken or bleeding areas. If your symptoms are severe or don't improve, it is essential to see a doctor right away. Problem number 6. Removing makeup. Gently. Many makeup removers, especially the ones for waterproof mascara and eyeliner, contain alcohols and other harsh chemicals that can be very stripping and drying. For mature complexions that are already prone to dryness, this can make matters worse, leaving you feeling tight and uncomfortable after cleansing. Plain Vaseline is one of the oldest and still one of the most effective makeup removers you can use. Simply take a small amount on a cotton pad and gently sweep it over your eyes and face. It dissolves everything, even the most stubborn waterproof products, without any harsh rubbing required. Then, you can just wash your face as you normally would with a gentle cleanser. The big advantage is that it leaves your face feeling soft and moisturized, not stripped and dry. Problem number 5. Taming eyebrows. As we age, our eyebrow hairs can become more coarse, wiry, and unruly. They can start to grow in different directions and refuse to stay in place, which can create an untidy look. You don't need to buy a fancy expensive brow gel. A tiny amount of plain Vaseline works perfectly. Just take a little bit on a clean spoolie brush or even a cotton swab and brush it through your eyebrows, styling them in the upward and outward direction you want them to go. It provides a flexible, natural-looking hold that lasts all day without feeling stiff, sticky, or flaky. It also gives them a healthy-looking sheen. Problem number 4. Soothing minor irritations. Sometimes our bodies can get red and irritated in certain spots. It can happen from the wind during a walk, causing chapped cheeks. It can happen from clothing, like a bra strap or a waistband, constantly rubbing against one spot. For these minor unbroken irritations, a thin layer of plain Vaseline can be incredibly soothing. It creates what is essentially a liquid bandage. This protective barrier stops the friction from clothing and protects the spot from the elements, which allows the irritation to calm down and the area to heal itself without further disturbance. For this, it's always best to use plain Vaseline without any lemon, as the lemon could sting an already irritated patch. Problem number 3. Preventing lipstick from sticking to your teeth. This is a wonderfully simple and classic trick that can save you from an embarrassing moment. We've all been there. You're having a great conversation, you're smiling, and you don't realize that you have a bright red smudge of lipstick on your front teeth. To prevent this from ever happening again, after you have perfectly applied your lipstick, just put the tiniest amount of plain Vaseline on your front teeth. It creates a slippery, invisible barrier. Any lipstick that might touch your teeth will simply slide right off instead of sticking. You can smile with total confidence all day long. Problem number 2. A gentle cuticle and nail treatment. Do you have dry, peeling cuticles or brittle nails that seem to break the moment they grow past your fingertip? The health of our nails and the skin around them can decline as we get older, especially if our hands are in water a lot. This is a perfect overnight therapy. Before you go to sleep, massage a small amount of the lemon and Vaseline mixture into each of your cuticles and over the nail plate itself. The Vaseline will deeply moisturize the dry cuticles, making them softer and preventing those painful hangnails. The lemon can help to brighten the look of your nails, making them appear less yellowed over time. For an intensive spa-like treatment, put on a pair of cotton gloves after you apply the mixture and wear them overnight. Your hands and nails will feel incredibly nourished in the morning. Problem number 1. The ultimate skin brightening mask. If you want to give your complexion a quick visible boost of brightness and softness, you can use this mixture as a simple weekly face mask. This is perfect to do before a special event or any time you feel your appearance looks a bit dull and tired. In a small dish, mix about a teaspoon of Vaseline with 4 to 5 drops of fresh lemon juice until it's well combined. Apply a thin, even layer all over your clean face, making sure to avoid the delicate area directly around your eyes. Now, just relax for 10 to 15 minutes. You might feel a slight tingling, which is normal. After the time is up, gently wipe the mask off with a warm, wet washcloth. Don't scrub, just gently wipe. Your face will feel unbelievably soft and smooth, and you'll see a fresh, bright glow. Many women who have tried this simple weekly ritual say their complexion has never looked better.